at the penultimate act this evening. And by that, we are ready for a little bit of Lyle Bateman time. Are you ready for it? From Medicine Hat, Lyle Bateman!
Thanks for that, Greg. Thank you very much. It's great to be down here in Ottawa, folks. As soon as I figure out how the hell this works, there we go. It's great to be here in Ottawa, folks. As Greg mentioned, I am from Medicine Hat, which pretty much means that it's great to be anywhere with indoor plumbing. So I'm pretty happy to be there. Actually, as an Albertan, I must say it's great to be here in the nation's capital. Just because it's so fucking novel for me to be anywhere where they elect a government more than twice a century. So that's always nice as well. I do have to say, actually, I had some stuff planned out right from the start, but I have this little thing I do to kind of break the tension and to ease my stress on stage, where I imagine the audience naked, and it's supposed to make them more approachable to me, but unfortunately, I'm screwed tonight, guys. Sorry, I'm just screwed tonight. I'm screwed tonight. What the heck else can we talk about? I like to start my show off with a couple of quick little things to get out of the way. First of all, as Greg mentioned, my name is Lyle Bateman. It took the 12-year-olds in grade 7 about 3 seconds to turn that into Master Bateman. So I figured y'all are going to get there eventually, and I'll just help you along the way. Now, number 2 is I will be your stuttering comedian for the evening. Yeah. So I hope that's not a huge problem. It's not a huge problem as I'm an adult now. It was really bad when I was a kid, but now it really only comes out when I'm nervous or I drink. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much screwed on 2 fronts now tonight, so yeah. I gotta tell you, I would like to sit down and have a few words with whoever it was that came up with a name for this condition, though. Stop and think about this for a second, folks. This is a medical problem where one of the main symptoms is a difficulty saying the letter T. Whoever decided to name that stuttering is a sick bastard. Now seriously, as a kid on the schoolyard, I couldn't even tell the other kids what the hell was wrong with me. I mean, it'd come out with something like, fuck it, just beat me up. Thanks for laughing at my pain there, folks. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm up here for. I appreciate that. Being a comedian who stutters isn't a huge issue, really. There are some things you got to deal with, though. Being a comic with a minor stuttering problem is an awful lot like being a hooker with a minor bladder control problem. Yeah, things are eventually going to go wrong at work, and you're pretty sure the front row of the audience isn't going to be happy. So, I like to get a lot of my material through the news, actually. There's some really good weird news stories on. I saw one, this came out of Toronto at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. This was actually back in January, I think. There was some dude in a market selling rabid dogs to unsuspecting customers, like dogs with rabies. And it's a serious story, so they did have to broadcast it, make sure they found who took these dogs. But they sent this poor reporter out to the parking lot of the market where these dogs were sold. And they had her do this entire story about a guy selling diseased dogs underneath of a giant sign that read, "Dr. Flea's Market." I gotta ask, folks, who the hell is surprised by buying the diseased dogs from a guy named Dr. Fleas? I mean, seriously, that's like being surprised by stomach trouble after dinner at Shea Salmonella. It's pretty much all there in the name, folks. That's all I gotta say. Tasers have been big in the news lately. We've got lots of taser stuff going on. I saw this interview with one of the executives from Taser International. It's an example of where comedians don't really have to write material, because I couldn't believe, I swear to God, these words actually came out of the man's mouth. He was trying to defend the safety record of tasers, and what he said was, "Many of our wives, many of our children have been hit with tasers." Whoa, back that up a second. Many of our wives, many of our children? What the fuck are these people doing at the company picnics, folks? Seriously, I mean, that's not a major corporation there. That's some sort of weird BDSM cult going on. Listen, I'm an open-minded kind of guy. Honestly, anything that consenting adults choose to do behind closed doors, just fine with me. I'm drawing the line long before you start tasering the fucking kiddies, though, okay? Sorry. That's just going too far for me. That's just going too far. Saw a great documentary recently. I love watching documentaries. Very informational, very interesting. This particular one was on spiders. It was basically the life cycle and mating habits of tarantulas. Very cool. Kind of amounted to 48 minutes hardcore spider porn. Which is okay if you're into the kind of leggy, hairy babes. But I gotta say, I got enough of that in the 70s porn that I used to watch, so that's, that's all I can do. But what it did do is it kind of proved to me that there's a real serious problem with one of the classic cartoon theme songs that a lot of us probably grew up with here. So I figured I should write a new version of it and share it with you here tonight. But before I get started, I should probably warn you, I can't sing worth shit. This is a comedy show, however, so please don't, I don't want to emphasize on the singing. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, lonely neighborhood Spider-Man. Mating once, then he dies. Life like that, I might switch to guys. Hey, hey, life sucks for a Spider-Man. In the heat of the night, he arrives to make time. But she's not in the mood, 'cause he's there at lunchtime. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, horny neighborhood Spider-Man. At the Spider Queen's web he arrives. Instead of sex, he's eaten alive. Hey, hey, and dies after his first bang up. Now there's a real sex hang up. Life sucks for Spider-Man. Thanks for that, folks. I am pretty much done for my night tonight. I do want to leave you with one final little thought, though. It's a theory that my current girlfriend has, and I honestly think it's one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard in my life. See, she has this theory that women would enjoy giving blowjobs a lot more if men were made out of chocolate. Now, I do think that's a reasonably good theory. But having said that, I have seen the way she bites into her Crunchy Bar, and it scares the hell out of me. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be okay, just as long as it's the kind of chocolate that melts in her mouth and not in my hands. Thanks a lot, folks. You guys have been awesome. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Lyle Bateman, yeah! So I'm originally from London, Ontario.